Hi folks, now you're very welcome back now to another tutorial at Celtic Links, and today we're looking at a lovely tune called Follow Me Up to Carlow. And this is actually a slide which is written in 12/8 time and probably dates back to the 16th century. Now, as usual in the lessons, we will go through the right hand separately, the left hand separately, putting in both hands together, which people love. And of course then, to wrap it up, then I will play it for you on the accordion in the studio, as maybe you would say, Gerry, how should this sound after maybe a couple of months practice on it. So as usual, we have the music there to be downloaded on the link below, and that would be great if you are liking the tutorials on the channel, that you would spread the news, like and share it, and print the music so you'd be able to have it there in front of you as we go through the lesson itself. Okay, so just as I was mentioning there, the slides are generally written in 12/8 time, and that actually basically means you are counting to 12, but the actual 12 counts are broken up into 4 beats, and I'll just show you that now. So with the count, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then breaking that down into 4 beats, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, and that makes it 4 beats, and that's what you get. You get probably 4 taps to your bar, basically. So looking at the actual key signature, it's actually got an F sharp in it, but today we're playing in a modal key, and this is in the key of A Dorian. Now, this is a very popular scale or key when you're playing traditional Irish music, and if you want to know more about major, minor and modal scales, don't worry, we will be doing a lot more of those tutorials on the channel as we build up the channel, so we'll come back to that. But for today, I'll just demonstrate for you now the notes that are actually in the modal scale of A Dorian. And it's always very important to have a look at the scale you need before you actually start to play the tune, because this will give you a good setup for where your fingers should be. Of course, so as we said, we're using the scale of A Dorian. So just to get ready my hand here, and I'm going to start on the A note here, and very quickly. And right away you say, Gerry, oh, that's a very nice sound, I'm attracted to that sound. And you will notice that it's all white notes except for an F sharp there in it. And that gives you your scale of A Dorian. Grand. Okay, so just getting to the music now, I will play the first half for you and the second half for you, the right hand, and of course we'll come back to the left hand. And as I've always said before in tutorials, they say, Gerry, what do I do with my left hand? Well, you need to pull your bellows out. So just leave your left hand resting here. It has to pull it here, and just leave it rest. Make sure it's not playing in the notes. Just let's see your left hand sitting down the notes. It'll find its own thing to do. So we get on and we play the right hand, of course. And in this right hand, the first half, there are actually 4 phrases, 4 bars, and then 4 bars in the second part as well. So I'll just get my hand ready. And of course, it's great now if you have the music download as well. That'd be great. As I call through the music as well, it'd be wonderful. So I'm going to start off here, and I'm going to play the first phrase here first. And it goes something like this. Now I'll call that out now as I play, and I'll just count it very quickly for you. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or if you want to count it and didn't want to count to the actual 12, we can go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would do very well to get your first phrase done. Moving on to the next phrase, we have this. And you will notice in this bar, this is actually bar 2, or the second phrase. In the second phrase, there is an accidental, and the accidental means a sharp note. So I'm going to play the notes here for you. And I'm playing that, as we said, when we played the modal scale, we said it was all white notes, except the F sharp, which is in the key signature. But we just, in this second bar, we only have one accidental, and that's the G sharp here. And this is bar 2. And the fingers for the notes are this. And the fingers are all documented in the music. You'll see it there. So it's... One more time, I'll play those 2 phrases now for you. Now, don't worry about your bellows at the moment. Let it just go in and out. We'll tidy all that up for you as I come through putting the hands together. For the moment, I'll just push my bellows back in. And I'll play through those 2 phrases for you now. So here we go. So. And you can stop down. Very good. Stop there at that. Take your hand off the accordion just for a moment. Don't be hitting any of the bass buttons because that'll bring your bellows out. So lovely. I'm going to play bar 3 now, the third phrase. And here we go with the third phrase. The same as phrase 1. I say, Gerry, that's great, that's very easy. And then to finish off, then the fourth phrase on the fourth bar. And that's your whole right hand on. Quite simple. But I'll play the whole, the 4 bars now and the 4 phrases one more time now, just to make sure we have it right. So, here we go. And. And when you're playing that, it's probably good to make sure that you have a bit of constant pressure on your left hand. That really, what you really want to avoid is getting this, you know. Because you'll never make head nor tails of your right hand. As I said to you before, people say, just go into a dark room and on that accordion, lock them away or her away in it, you know what I mean? So, let me play one last time for you and then we could look at the section B for you. Okay, so, and you can play along with me now and I'm playing it quite slow. So, here we go, and. What I did there was basically I just pulled the bellows out for 2 bars and then brought it back in for the next 2 bars. Very good, great, well done. So if you have a bit of practice on that, we'll come back and we'll look at part 2 for the second part. Great stuff, well done on that. Now don't forget, as we've always said in the tutorial, spend a lot of time, I know the lesson is brief here, but do spend a lot of time going over your right hand till it's perfected, okay? So well done. So we got on to section B now, and of course section B, that has 4 phrases in it, and I'll just get my hand set up now for the second part. And the second part, which we're on bar 5 now, if you're looking at the music and have printed it down, that would be great. So we're on a high E here. So we're on, and I'm on my second finger here on this E, and I'll play this. This is bar 5, and this is the start of the second half. And here we go. Now immediately I see one little trap here staring me in the face. I really have to get from the high notes down to this A. So if you notice, when I just push my bellows in, when I start to play this first phrase of the second half, I'm actually putting my second finger on the E, but I'll actually keep my thumb around here because I know this note I'm going to need. I don't want to close my hand up like this, or I'm going to be coming back down trying to get very fast down here. So my E is here, and here I'll play this, and I'm on bar 5 or phrase 1 of part 2. So lovely. And now I'm playing my second phrase, and I want to go from this A onto my B, third finger. And I hear you saying now, oh, on bar 6 there, you've done something nice there. What was that? That was a little grace note. We had those grace notes if we want to look back on the previous jig we did, the Irish washerwoman. But a little grace note, a little ornamentation. And again, we'll have more tutorials coming at that down the channel. So I'll just put my bellows in now. I don't want to be moving out too far from me. And I'll play those 2 phrases for you. Starting off, here we go on bar 5. And we go. Watch. And then I want to go back to bar 7 now. I'm going back to the first phrase again. Here we go. And I'm going to finish the tune off. Lovely. And that gets my 4 bars. Now I'm just going to play that on the repeat actually of this B section. Changes slightly for the last 2 bars, and when I play it twice around, you'll see what I mean. But you will see that documented in the music by what we call the first time round bar and second time round bar. And of course we did discuss that as well previously in the Irish washerwoman, so if you want to catch up on that, just go back to that tutorial. Great, so let me pull my bellows in now. Oh great, I'm doing well here now. Remember, he's sitting, leave your hand here, sitting here. And remember, when you're playing the right hand on the accordion, just kind of have a constant pull on the bellows. That's the thing to remember. And of course, not to forget the breathing in and out as well. That's very important. Lovely. So I'm starting off now, if you have the music there, I'm starting off on bar 5, or the first phrase for section B. And here we go. And. Look down. Up you go. In we go with the bellows. And now I'll play that again on the repeat, and I have to move my hand up. And I'm going to finish off the last 2 phrases. Now you would have noticed there how it would have changed there slightly in the last 2 phrases. Great, so I hope you're getting and keeping up with me now. What I'll do now is I'll come back and I'll actually play the whole tune on the right hand view with both the first half played twice and the second half played twice. So we'll do that now. Well done, great. Okay, so now I'm going to play the complete tune, the first part twice and the second part twice with the right hand. And remember, just before you start off, get your hand set up properly, make sure your bellows is closed and your hand is just sitting there. He's coming soon, now don't worry about it. Oh, here we go. And here we go. In. And repeat. Lift up, second half. Lift. Little new variation coming. Lovely, well done. Now if you're getting all that, that is really going to sound very well. Maybe give it a bit of time. Don't try to get it off. Make sure you spend lots of time with the right hand, and good luck with that. And now I'll come back in a few minutes and we'll have a look at our lovely left hand. Great, well done folks. Now, so we're on to the part people love, the left hand. And as I've always said on the accordion, if you're a beginner accordion, just bear with it for the moment and just practice the left hand as much as you can separately. It will get better, trust me, over time. And of course, we'll be here on the channel to help you. For those who are improvers and getting on with it, well, you have no problems, okay. So, but you still might learn something. So here we go. So I'm putting my left hand into, as I said before, put my left hand, and generally speaking, when I put my left hand to the bellows, I should come to what I call the C bass. Now, As we said, this is in a minor scale, so we're going to be playing, generally, you're going to start off maybe with a minor chord. And I'm going to have my C, I'm going to count all the way up to, I want to start off, if you printed the music down there, you'll see the A minor chord. And we did use that in a previous tutorial on, I think, on the Irish Washerwoman as well. So I have my C, I'm going to go straight up to my G, then comes my D, and then comes my A chord here, but what I actually want is basically, I want to get my A minor, and this is my A minor here. So just go from there to there, and I have my A minor sound. And it's good just to play the sound first, just to hear the sound, to get into your head, you know what I mean? I want A minor. And the next chord I want is E minor. So I'm going to go straight from my A minor into my E minor. There we go. Skip that one, into E minor. Lovely. Okay, I want that one. So I want those two. An A minor. I want to use an E minor. Grand. And then I notice then going down to the music, you have to go all the way back to find my C, because I want to find the C bass. I'm bringing it down the hill now, folks. So down to C. I need a C bass. And I also notice, looking at the music then, I also want an F bass, which is just below your C. There we go. And one other bass, I know, looking at the music, I want a G chord, so I go back to my F to the C and go to the G. So it's very good when you're starting off, before you actually play the bass and put the rhythm into it. Just go on a scouting mission, I call it. My old teacher used to call it target practice, and it's a very good name because it is. Because you have to learn this blind, and oh my God, the noise, I'm not joking, you know. It used to run me out of the house. So it is target practice, and keep that in mind. So remember, when you put your hand in first, you look for get your C, go straight away up to your G, to your D, to your A, not your A major, your A minor. So just very quickly, you want your A minor, you want an E minor bass. You then may have to travel all the way down to a C, and we want a C and a C major now. We want an F major, and we want a G and a G major. Great, so well done. So have a practice of that first, and we'll come back now and we'll have a look at playing the bass as it would be played in the tune. Okay. Okay, great. Well done for sticking with me. We're right into the bass now. So now I'm actually going to play the basses as you will play them when you actually bring the right hand back in, and that'll be the fun time to start. So if you notice, I put my hand in, I've got my hand here waiting, because if you've got the music in front of you, you'll see you have to start off on your A minor bass. Now remember back when we said in the beginning of the tutorial that it's written in 12/8 time, and 12 notes is broken down to actually 4 beats. Well, actually, on the bass, when you actually start to play the bass with the right hand, you're only going to play 4 basses to each bar. And you say, oh my God, Joe, that's great. I don't have to play many basses, lovely. So 4 bass notes to each bar. And I'll just demonstrate that for you now. So on the music, you will see that we want an A minor. So here we go, and I'll count it for you. So here we go. So on the first phrases, 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Because we have bum ba bum ba 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 bum. So we go ba da bum ba da da dum. Lovely. That's the first bar. Second bar, we want to go da 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 da. And here's the trap. We have to get down to C. Ba da da dum. And you notice I'm now counting in actually 4. So I'll do those 2 phrases for you again. Again, don't worry, I'll tidy up the bellows whether you pull it in a couple of seconds for you. I'm just getting the basses now. So here we go, push it in. I start with my A minor. So we go 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Second bar, 1 and 2, and down to C, 3 and 4, and that's a big jump. Here we go, back up again to your A minor, find it first, there we go, 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and my God, here we go now, all the way down, find my F, ba da da bum 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 bum. Now I know you're saying, oh my God, Gerry, here we go. As I said, if you're a beginner, don't worry too much about it. It's a beautiful tune. It's worth sticking with it. So go back to your previous little bit in the tutorial and do your target practice, and do that for, if you have to do it for days or weeks, do it, because it is worth it. And you're learning a lot, because what you learn in this tutorial, folks, you're going to use for a lot of other tunes. Remember that. So it's worth putting the effort into it. And great for those who are more experienced, but for those who are not, stick with it, it'll get better. Okay, so I'll just do that again, so I'll pull my bellows in, and I'm going to do now, I'm going to get my A minor, and here we go. And I'm counting to 4, remember, because I'm breaking into 4 beats, the basses. So we want 4 basis notes to a bar. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to A minor. Ba, ba, da, da, dum. Down to your C bass. Ba, da, da, dum. And I might go back up to my A minor. Bum, ba, da, E minor. And then all the way down to the lovely F, and then go back up to your A minor. And you'll see me demonstrating there on purpose. Actually, I was actually over-targeting, or actually overshooting, they call it, like, you know what I mean? Might go too high, but actually the muscle memory will kick in. If you do it this way, look, at practice your A minor, wait, go to E minor, wait, go down, find your C, lovely, wait, go back, find up your A minor. Trust me, if you practice it that way, your muscle memory will kick in and your hand will learn the distances you have to go up and down the actual notes, because you're learning it blind. We know it's a bit of a troublesome part, but it, as we said, it's worth sticking at it. So that's the notes for the first half. Now, pretty much I look at the second half as well, and it's pretty much the same, but actually in phrase 2, I'm going to start off on my C bass. So I'm getting my C bass here, and I'm in bar 5 now, for those who are looking at the music, and we have our C, bam, ba, dum, and I want to go to a G bass, and I'll stay in a G bass, and I go to a D bass, and then I go back to a C, I go to a G bass, I stay in a G bass, and I go to an A minor. Now, sometimes my teachers used to tell me that, oh, I'm losing track. It's very good to actually sing the song to yourself when you're actually doing the bass on its own, because you can actually hear it. Because while you can't put the right hand together, your actual voice can sing the tune. And I got very good at that, but my family didn't like it, so they put me in another room on my own. So you will notice in the music there that I've actually on bar 5, I do say play the C bass. And we have ba da dum dum. I actually know I'm going to stay on a C bass, but I'm playing the G note. And now I've hit it wrong there on purpose, because this will happen. This happened in the Irish washroom. Remember getting the wrong bass. So remember, if you want to do the C bass, C da dum da 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 dum. That's lovely. C, C major, go to G, C major, go to your G bass, bum ba dum, go to your D and G major. And I'll play that again, because that is a tricky part in this part 2 of it. I'll just put my bellows in. So I'm playing C, C major, G, C major, go to your G, bam, ba, da, go to your D, back to your G major, lovely, and I'm going on to bar 7 now, bam, ba, da, 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 G, and then goes to A minor. Lovely. Now let me just play that all the way to you now again, just to get that right exactly, because that is very, very tricky, so you'll need a bit of time on that. So on the B section, I'm starting off putting my hand on the C bass, so I go C, C major, try it, then go up to your G, go back to C major, go to your G, bum, ba, da, 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 da. My voice is tracking the tune. Oh, I know where I'm going now. My hand knows where it's going now. Back to my C, bum, ba, da, 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 da. G then goes to A minor, and really they're the bases you need for the whole tune. So hope you're getting on well with that. I'll come back and I'll play the whole bass for you now, just the left hand, and I'll put the phrasing into the bass for you. Good. So let me just show you now what you need now to do now for practicing the whole lot through while counting and getting some sort of a phrase on the actual ballot. And I'm going to do 4 basses out. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to F, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Wait, take your hand off. Get ready for the second half. 1, 2, 3, 4, and G, then and go to D there, lovely. Back into C, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And that's what you need for your left hand. Nice and clean like that. And spend a day, 2 days, 3 days, 3 weeks. Don't worry if it's 3 months. If you get it like that, nice and short, a bit staccato, will be lovely. Because your both hands, remember, both hands have to learn independent of each other. But then the lovely job is getting the both hands who have learned independent of each other to work then as a team. And that's what we're going to come back and look at now in a few minutes. Right folks, welcome back, and as I say, putting the both hands together, which people love, and I know this lesson is short, but this could be some months later. Don't worry about it. Park the right hand, learn it, go back and learn the left hand as well, and then put the two hands together. So I'll do it very slowly now, putting the both hands together. And I have my right hand ready, and I have my left hand ready, starting my A minor, and here we go. So now that's what I'm looking for. Now I'm going to play that much slower again for you, okay? So you notice that ba ba bum ba da da da. The actual basses are coming in on the 1 and the 3. Remember those 4 beats? So the new bass will come in on the 3rd count. Because you saw me doing this, 1, 2, then change 3 and 4. So I think you got that. Let me just play that a bit slowly for you again. And here we go. So after 3, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and C and 4 and wait. Up to A minor, lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm laughing here to myself because I remember we used to play a game when I was at home. My brothers and sisters who played the violin, oh my god, they hated when the accordion came out. But they used to play a game, oh, will Gerry hit the right bass now? When I was learning, I'd be all waiting and I'd be playing the bass and oh, will you get the right one? Of course, my mother would have the stick, and of course, after she got the stick out, I got the right one, so there we go. But don't worry about it, practice makes perfect, so if you practice it perfectly, you'll get it well. So let me just do that one more, spend one more time on this, and then I go on to section B, both hands together. So here we go, and. Lovely, now very good. Now that's it, that's the right hand and the left hand put together. Please God, maybe some months later, of course. Let me get on and start the second half now. And here we go. And I'm going to get I've stopped now. My bellows are back in again. I'm going to get my bearings ready. Remember, practice the first half. Get it right, get it ready. Then go into the second half. We'll get ready. And here we go. And I'm on my E here. And my C bass. And here we go. And. Wait. 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 Lovely. And then when you've played the bass, hand off. Just, don't hand out there, but just hand off the keyboard, because don't drag the bass, as we said. Very good. Now I'll play that section B again, and this time I'm going to actually play the little variation we have from when we finish the tune. So here we go. So. Wait. Lovely wait. Lovely, very good. Okay, great. So what I do now is, remember, we're still in practice mode. So I'll come back now and I'll actually play the whole tune for you. First half twice, second half twice. Hands together very slowly in what we call practice mode. And then I'll play it then for you, because sometimes Gerry say, how should it sound in maybe a few months down the road. Okay, so here we go. Practice mode, now we're still in. And, where we go. And. Wait. And repeat. Wait. 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 Lovely. Second part. Watch your key. That's it. Wait. Lovely. Wait. Hand off. Wait. And then hand off. Lovely. Very good. Now something like that in practice mode would be very good. And what I'll do now is I'll come back and I'll actually play it for how it should be maybe as you progress down the road. Okay, so. Grand, well done. And now we just have a look at maybe say a bit faster for those who are really zooming along with the practice and are really tearing into this piece. Lovely. So here we go. Great, so now we've come to the end of the lovely slide following me up to Carlow, and I hope you're still following me now, folks, and bearing with me. It's a great piece, well worth sticking with. Don't remember, right hand, left hand separately, then hands together. Of course, now as we get into doing more tutorials, we will be looking for some requests. So if you have a piece of music or a tune or a slide or trilogy that you might say, Gerry, we might like to do that, don't forget to leave that in the comment below, and that would be great. I'll always come back and reply to those comments. Of course, as we do more content, it'd be great if you are enjoying the lessons that you would like and subscribe to the channel and give it the thumbs up. That would be wonderful for us. And then of course then the sheet music course there is there for you and for to be printed if you like to work with the music as well as we're teaching the lesson. So with that, we'll be back very shortly now for more tutorials. So happy practicing, and we'll see you, please God, very shortly now for the next tutorial at Celtic Links. Okay, bye for now. Thank you.